please.
Mayor Gunther?
Here.
The clerk's here. Trustee Addington?
Here.
Trustee Barker?
Here.
Trustee Barry?
Here.
Trustee Guzzo?
Here.
Trustee Little?
Here.
Trustee Nero is absent tonight. Attorney Zemanek?
Here.
Village Manager May?
Here.
Finance Director Parker?
Here. Would everybody please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everyone this evening. And we'll move on to our open forum. I do have one request. If there's anyone else that would like to address the board on an item that's not on the agenda, see Chief. If not, I do have one. I got Judy A. Peterson. You come on up to the podium, and you got 672 Citadel Drive. And you're talking about Toyota.
I will tell you that my husband represented Citadel when Toyota built its building. I appeared before you a couple times because of that, and I'm here again because of Toyota. As a lot of people no longer know, they did build 115 feet into the setback. The foundation was there before they built their building. That building is for storing of cars only. And I'm quite sure that more is going on. They cannot sell nor repair in that building, top or bottom. They are using horns all the time now also. I am here because of that and because of the fence. The fence on the east side is rotten. They keep it together with Scotch tape and chewing gum. I'm not kidding you. It falls over often. It's going to hurt someone. None of us would live by that fence, have a fence like that between our home and a neighbor's, and yet many in Citadel do. It was to be a berm, and it was a handshake that it was a fence instead of a berm. Anyway, they need to repair it. They need that east side, a new fence. I happen to live on the north side. Mine does not need to be new at all. But when they repair the fence, they send someone who works for a Toyota, and they just slap up a board somewhere. And so the fence is just an eyesore. It is, I think, up to, I guess, the village to kind of enforce some of these things. I know that someone needs to do it, and I'm hoping that you will take a look at that fence and see that it is presentable. Our city is looking nicer all the time. Let's keep it all that way. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And you know, it's great to have you come to the meeting. You can also online report a concern, and we look into everything that's so.
You know, I'd be happy to do that. I am rotten.
So am I. That's why I'm glad you came in. Thank you. So seeing no other open forum, I'll close open forum, and I'm going to move on to board reports. My report is the first thing I'd like to do is call Chief Weiss to the podium, and this is always a good occasion when we're giving service awards out.
Thanks, Mayor and Board. Tonight I'm proud to be here. Two of our fire department members, Lieutenant Tom Bills and firefighter Gary Goodman. They're both being recognized tonight for 20 years of dedicated service to the community. And we talked a little earlier about our part-time staffing and that, and these two gentlemen are going to come in front of you tonight started 20 years ago in our candidate program. So they know what it is to put in the hard work and all the classes, all the training for a couple years before they even get a chance to go out on a fire vehicle and respond to calls. And both these gentlemen have been very dedicated to the village and the community. They both do a lot of extra within the fire department. Tom was promoted to lieutenant several years ago. Gary is a great firefighter engineer for us, and they both do a great job. So if I could have Lieutenant Bills and Firefighter Goodman come forward, and we're going to present them with the Village of Westmont honors Lieutenant Tom Bills and Firefighter Gary Goodman, members of the Village Fire Department, in recognition of 20 years of dedicated service to the community from 1997 to 2017, signed by Mayor Gunther. So.
Thank the village. It really, and Gary and I were talking, I think I speak for him when I say that it flew by. And every day I come to work, it's a new experience, a new day, and we see quite a bit when we're on the fire department. But I wouldn't change a thing. It was great. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to serve the village of Westmont. I enjoy every day I come here talking to you members and talking to the public. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. At this point, I'd ask Larry McIntyre, there's several items I'd like him to discuss. I think the first one would be this weekend with the luge coming into town.
Thank you, Mayor and Board. As we've been talking about for the past several months, the U.S. Olympics luge team is finally coming. They'll be actually arriving in town tomorrow, but the dates of their tryouts, the Midwest tryouts for young athletes, will be Saturday and Sunday. And they'll be on the hill just next to Uncle Bub's. Apparently we have the perfect hill because they've come back to Westmont 4 times and they've never been to any other community more than 2 times. In the United States as they do this. So we're looking forward to another great opportunity. Also, it's a chance for us to promote Westmont and all the great things that we do here in town. And with that, it looks like Fox News, ABC TV, and WGN will all be coming out over the course of the weekend. So we're looking forward to getting that great publicity. If anybody has questions, they can contact my office. Next item is Sister City. All right, and so once again, we've been talking about our Sister City program and the student exchange program. That's about 2 months away from today, when we're going to have either 8 or 9 students coming to town, and they'll be with us for a 2-week time frame leading right up to the Thanksgiving holiday. And at this point, we're reaching out to the community, and we're looking for host families. And so we have criteria for for being a host family. But if people have questions, they can contact me. I'll go ahead and give my cell phone right now. It's 630-417-0280. But also they can contact the school district, and we will help walk them through that process. Also, Trustee Linda Little is going to be assisting us to a great degree with orientation, as she has a lot of experience with all of that. So thank you very much. But looking forward to that coming up here soon. Also related to Sister City, I want to talk about a fundraiser that occurred during the month of July. We have a lot of great residents who step up to the plate via volunteerism and all sorts of things, but we also have a lot of great businesses. And in the month of May, Manny, who is the owner of the BP gas station over there on 55th Street, approached the mayor and the village and said that he wants to give back to the community. He's been here for many years and wanted to find out, what could he do? And so we talked about a fundraising event. We let him know that 2 of our current projects include the Sister City as well as the Richmond Education Gardens. And we developed a plan for how to go about creating a fundraiser and raising some funds, and Manny's here tonight to talk about the success of that. So I'd like to introduce Manny from BP.
Honorable Mayor Ron, Thank you and good evening to everyone. I am pleased to present the City of Westmont with the funds raised for the sister city as well as for Richmond Garden in Clarendon Hills. This fundraising project is in honor of my late wife, Elizabeth Manny, who was vital to my success as a small business owner in this wonderful community. Without her unwavering support, standing here today to give back to our community would not be possible. I strongly believe in helping others achieve their dreams through education. I also believe this garden will be an invaluable educational resource for our community now and hopefully for many years to come. These funds were raised based on donation of a penny for every gallon of gasoline sold in the month of July at my BP Amoco gas station in Westmont. It's an honor to be here along with my 2 daughters, grandchildren, to be able to give this back to community. And thank you very much.
Well,
Give me
thank
the
you.
opportunity.
Thank you. Well, I'll come out and we'll take a picture and you can, but I do have to say that this was Manny's idea. I think I got about $1.50 of that 150 gallons for the month of July. But,
Last 19 years associated with Ron
yeah.
at this Westmont. It's a great mayor, and then this is a great community. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Well, thank you.
Thank
And Manny, he's got a check, and I
Yes.
think 700 goes
I
each.
got a big check for you.
All right.
Very nice.
And the total amount, it was $1,490.21.
That's great.
Represents 149,000 gallon.
Wow.
So if Westmont come every day, would have been more than this.
And we'll invite trustee Barry up as a member of Environmental Improvement
Yeah.
Commission in Richmond Gardens. And the whole family will come on over.
Get all these kids involved.
All those cute kids.
Yeah, wow.
Really cute.
Wow.
It's one of those NCIS kids.
Beautiful.
I know. Thanks.
And that's all I have at this time.
Okay, thank you.
Larry, this is yours. Thank you very much.
And again, this is a good example, of one of our small business owners that want to give back to the community. And that's all I have, so I'll move on to Clerk Simsky.
Wait a minute, I guess,
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well,
You forgot.
Trustee Nero is not here for public safety, so I'm going to ask Deputy Chief, or he would have asked him to come to the podium.
Real quick, so, just a little reminder, is this is our, we're doing a shred event for Special Olympics on September 23rd, Saturday. We kind of missed a year, so it's been in, a lot of people have been asking us lately, you know, when's the next shred event, when's the next shred event? So we ask about $5 a donation per box. Usually we try to, try to keep it to a kind of a banker's box style. We've had huge boxes, but we're not picky. It's all donation basis. If people want to give more or less, that's fine. But it is September 23rd from 9 to noon. It'll be at the Westmont Police Department. This will be our last fundraiser for 2017.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Clerk Simsky.
okay, I just wanted to thank our public safety departments for their lovely 9/11 ceremony. It's always so emotional, but it's something we all have to remember. And if you didn't do it, we wouldn't be sitting there really thanking you for doing it. So don't stop. We all need to think about it every year. And I think that's about all I have. except to tell everybody to turn off their TVs, go out to the homecoming parade. Comes
There you
down
go.
Cass Avenue shortly. That's it.
All right, trustee Addington.
Only two things tonight, Mayor. The first one is that at the Economic Development Committee meeting, we had a presentation from the folks over by the Hilton Hotel with written auditorium. Basically, not much change in the buildings, but they've moved the location a little bit, and it was positively recommended to go forward, so that, I think, is planned on going to Planning and Zoning in October. And the only other thing is, and I happen to know the manager at Rorman very well, because I was there last week, or this week. They're celebrating their 25th anniversary. They had a little luncheon. I was the mayor when that was originally came into town, and so I will get on them about the fence, I promise you. But I also want to say congratulations after 25 years, because they've been good friends to the community. I know Mr. Rorman and the people that he has there on staff have always been very supportive of the things that go on in Westmont. So again, congratulations to them for 25 years, and that's it.
Thank you. Trustee Guzzo.
Thank you, Mayor. Just one thing, the next Finance Committee meeting will be October 12th, 4 o'clock here in the Village Hall, so please, everyone, join us. And I would just like to then thank everyone for the hard work with the Public Works facility, looking at funding options. And as we have something on the agenda for tonight, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank staff, the Finance Department, and everyone involved in helping us move forward with that. That's all I have, Mayor.
Trustee Barry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple items. The Public Works is having their open house, and it's in conjunction with the fall plant sale, which is October 14th. Now, the fall plant sale is going on now. If you go to the village website to place orders, the pickup will be that October 14th from 8 a.m. till noon. The last day to order is October 6th, and fall initiatives including pumpkin composting and a plant sale will be announced soon. Proceeds from the plant sale will benefit the Richmond Gardens as we see that fundraising continue. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Trustee Little.
Thank you, Mayor. I just have a few items. Westmont special events. We know that the cruising nights and summer events are all over, and we would encourage everyone to do our survey. And the survey asks a lot of questions about the activities that went on during the summer and what your feelings were for them, and if you have any ideas about improving them or any new suggestions. So we encourage you to take a look at that survey. We're going to be putting it up on the village website, and we're also going to put it on the special events, Westmont Special Events website. So if you take just a few minutes, I did it myself, and it doesn't take very long to go through all the questions, so make sure you make your ideas known to us, because we can't make it what you want it unless we know your opinions. Other events, I'd like to invite up Larry McIntyre to the podium to talk about our sorry. Why don't you tell them what you're going to talk about, because I don't want to name it.
Sure, thank you. So I think we mentioned about a month ago that we were looking to do some new branding for all of our fall activities, especially the month of October. And I'll just kind of go through some of the activities that have grown over the last few years. We've had the Trick or Treat Trail for quite a while, and also the Park District has had their Haunted Forest Tour. But then in the last couple of years, we've added a costume contest, pumpkin smashing extravaganza, caskets on Cass, scarecrow contest. And so the events continue to grow, not only on that particular day, and by the way, this year that's October 21st, but then the entire month of October. This year it looks like we're going to have the new wine tasting event. There's reverse raffle over at the KC's, and then you'll be hearing more about the zombie pub crawl soon. And with that, we're thinking we want to create new branding for the entire month. And so we put out a survey asking the public for their ideas. We received over 40 suggestions, which was quite a good number. And between the feedback that we got from village staff, and then we had representation from the chamber, library, park district, and the village, a name was picked. And the new name is going to be the Wicked West Fest. And the graphic designer up at the library is already working on the new logo and the new poster, so you can be looking for that new branding and information soon.
Is there a sub-slogan on that one?
Oh, thank you. There is, actually. The sub-slogan is "The Nightmare Before Holidays,"
Ah, I like that.
and that's all I have.
Great, thank you very much. Also to let everyone know that the Park District has events coming up. The last straw is October 1st, and what that is a activity day at the Gregg House Museum. For a nominal fee, you can pan for gold or minerals, you can make a scarecrow, there's a bake sale going on. You'll get to meet a beekeeper, learn about chickens and cows. There's lots of cool crafts and fun games there. The Haunted Forest is October 21st at Diane Main Park. And to see more information on all of that, go to the Park District website for more information. That's westmontparks.org. Thank you, Mayor.
Oh, thank you. Trustee Barker.
Thank you, Mayor. Just one thing this evening. Westmont First will meet Monday night at 6 p.m. at the library. And just a reminder that I announced a couple of weeks ago that Bank Financial is doing a baby products drive beginning September 4th, and that's to help out the People's Resource Center and support the, obviously, the babies that need those expensive items. So please help us with that if you can. That is all.
Very good, thank you. Moving on, items to be removed from the consent agenda. Does any board member see an item? Seeing none, I'd ask Manager May to please read.
First on the consent agenda this evening are village board minutes. Board to consider approving the minutes of the village board meeting held August 31st, 2017. Next are executive session minutes. Board to consider a motion to accept, approve, and release the following executive session minutes with the exceptions as noted. And I'll just leave the list on the agenda. There's a good dozen parts to that release. Next is finance ordinance number 10 in the aggregate amount of $2,385,717.64. Followed by community events. First one being 2017 Halloween events. Board to consider an ordinance approving the following requests for the 2017 Trick or Treat Trail, or whatever the new name is, related events on October 21st, 2017. We have community events permit. Second, street closures, which is Cass Avenue from Burlington to Chicago-Naperville Road from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and a live amplified sound permit. This is on the consent agenda, so like the next one, this is a repeated, it's in the same form that it's been in previous years. Next is 2017 holidays, or to consider an ordinance approving the following requests for the 2017 holidays celebration on November 25th, 2017. First, community events permit, then live amplified sound permit, street closures for the Ugly Sweater 5K race, request to close various streets in the downtown between Burlington and Trowbridge and west of Cass Avenue from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Lastly, our street closures for the opening ceremony and parade, which close Quincy Street from Cass to Lincoln and Cass to Wilmette from
Cass to Richmond.
Cass to Richmond from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m.
It's the same as last year, right?
It is. Okay. Last is a proclamation for Constitution Week. Board to approve a proclamation declaring September 17th through the 23rd, 2017 as Constitution Week in the Village of Westmont. And that concludes the consent agenda, Mayor.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion by Addington to approve.
Second by Little.
Motion made in second to approve as read. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Addington?
Yes.
Trustee Barry?
Yes.
Trustee Little?
Yes.
Trustee Barker?
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo?
Yes.
Motion passes. Move on to new business, plat of dedication, Birch Point condo. Board to consider an ordinance approving the following items relating to the dedication of public right-of-way from Birch Point Village Condominium Association, 525 to 527 Cumnor Road. 1, rescinding the previous approval of a preliminary and final plat of subdivision and dedication of public right-of-way approved by ordinance number 17-034. And 2, approval of a new plat of dedication of public right-of-way. And I'll have Attorney Zemanek give some additional information.
Thank you, Mayor. The board previously approved the plat of dedication to extend Morning Glory Drive. The engineer, I don't know if it was in-house or consulting engineer, determined that we should do a plat of subdivision because the road extension kind of cuts the property in half, or in 1/3, 2/3. So the dedication was listed on the plat of subdivision. As it turns out, there was a condominium plat recorded dividing the condominium building into individual units with pins. So any subsequent plat of subdivision required the signature of every single unit owner, which was unwieldy to accomplish. And it was determined that the plat of subdivision really wasn't necessary. We just approved the road going through there. So this will void out the plat of subdivision, it's unnecessary, and approve a standalone plat of dedication for the road extension. It's been reviewed by the condominium board's management and their attorney, and they've approved this.
It's the exact same work, the exact same project, just a different plat.
Yeah. And do I have a motion?
So move Guzzo.
Second, Addington.
Motion made in second. Additional comments? Questions? I know that the association's pleased with this action. I'd ask for a roll call, please.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Barry.
Yes.
Trustee Addington.
Yes.
New business B, engineering agreement, new public works facility, 55 East Burlington Avenue. And I understand we're going to,
Yeah, this item, so at the, 2 weeks ago at the last meeting, or at the Public Works Committee meeting, we talked about the direction that we just reported on, and solicited the revised engineering services agreement from AECom to have at this meeting tonight. That was being worked on for personal circumstances, actually a death in the family of the engineer at AECom that was working on this. We did not have the agreement ready. We didn't realize this until after the agenda was published, but we did not have it. I will correct that and say we in fact received it today, but that wasn't enough time to review the content of it and bring it to you tonight. So we're asking that you postpone this specifically for 2 weeks to September 28th.
do I have a motion to postpone?
Just the table? Just to table it?
No,
Just postpone it.
postpone. If you put it on the table, you have to bring it back out that night. You postpone
Yeah,
it.
postpone.
Just postpone. Motion to postpone for 2 weeks.
Second, Barker.
Motion been made to postpone agenda item B. Roll call, please.
Trustee Barry.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Addington.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
We'll move on to miscellaneous. Anybody
I'm
have?
assuming when we have that, we'll have the costs with it, when we have that agreement?
Yeah, the whole,
That'll have the whole
we'll
thing.
evaluate it and cost.
The cost of the engineering services agreement.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. Miscellaneous. Did we forget anything? Trustee Barry, no?
No.
Seeing none, and we do not have an executive session, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Addington.
Second, Little?
Motion made and second to adjourn. Roll call, please.
Trustee Addington.
Yes.
Trustee Barry.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
I'd like to thank everybody. This meeting's adjourned. Thank you.